Good morning, this is Evie and I'm back. My first video I had given you some ideas on what to do as far as how to get your embroidery business started, and this second video is going to give you a tour as to what equipment I use and have in my little studio. Also, the main thing from the first video was to focus on what it is that you're trying to do with your business. And also, there's one thing that you have to remember: don't forget to do a business plan. A business plan will help you if you're trying to start a business, because it'll keep you focused into what it is that you want, the steps as to what you're trying to get your business to do. And that's one of the things that I still have to work on. But like I let you know before, I start my videos on a bicycle for 30 minutes because I like to get my exercise in first thing in the morning, and hopefully it'll motivate you also to get started with your business, but to keep your exercise going, because you have to be fit and your mind has to be going in order to work. So as you can see, I'm on my bicycle. I'll be back after my 30-minute workup, and then I'll give you that tour. Look forward to seeing you in a bit. Hi, I'm back. I finished on my bicycle. I'm ready to go. My brain's all powered up. I got my energy. And I'm going to give you in this video just a slight tour of some of the equipment. Why isn't that an embroidery machine? Because sometimes some of the equipment that you have will actually help you with some of the other projects that you're going to be doing, and you can start adding more embroidery into something if you start it from scratch. So let's get started. I have this long table that I have different equipment on, but for embroidery machine, I have this. This is one of the machines that I have, and it's the Husqvarna Viking Topaz 50. And I've also bought a stand for it that it has for the 8 threads, and you can put on there. It's only a single needle machine, but it does do a lot of good things for me. There's some hoops that go with it on the back behind the machine, behind my little stand there, and I kind of have like a pegboard there to hang up some of my hoops and some of the other items that I need to work with it. Now we're going to move over to my brother's 6-needle machine, and this is the PR655. I use this machine here for caps. As you can see, there's my cap frame part. It came with this table when I bought it, and we'll talk more about the machines later, but I just want to give you an idea. This is a 6-needle machine that I use for caps and sometimes for shirts, but I don't use it as much for in the hoop projects, but we'll talk about later. Now this other equipment that I have here is the Brother Quattro Trilogy, and I love this one. I can do Disney items with it. I can't sell Disney because you're not allowed to sell Disney, but I can make Disney products for my family members, but I cannot sell it. And just remember that when you do embroidery business, you do have to be very careful as to what you're making, because there's copyright laws and you don't want to get caught with some of the copyright things. So this one, I also bought a stand for it, and this one, it holds 10 threads, even though it is also a single needle. I use this more for my in the hoop projects because this one actually is easier to take off and put on. You can do it on your 6-needle. A lot of people do it on their 6-needle too, and that works out really good for them. So either way, there's ways you can do this, so no matter where you're planning on starting. This is the Evolve that I talked about in my other video, and this came from my mother-in-law. My husband bought it from her, and I don't use this one as much. I need to take it into the shop just to get it oiled in so that it'll run better. The other thing that I have is a table. Now this table that I bought has a place for it. Has some drawers, and it has my cutting mats for it so that I can cut when I'm trying to make some other products here, and my fabric that needs to get cut. And then what I did was, on the back of my door, I actually added a shoe rack, and on the shoe rack you'll see that I have put my stabilizers on there so that I can keep up. Now I've got a lot of stabilizers, so I have to come up with a different solution for my stabilizer. I'll talk about all these products in different videos. On my wall, I do keep a part of this one's from Floriani, and it gives me a reference guide as to what to do with what products, what fabrics I want to go ahead and put, whatever designs. And you'll see that on here it tells you the fabric type, then it'll tell you design type, and it tells you what stabilizer you can do. And there's a lot of other products that you can use with the different embroidery machines so that it will help you as far as thread goes. There's a lot of threads. So when you're running a business for embroidery, there are so many things that are involved in it that you don't realize. And don't forget, it's hard to beat someone who never gives up. I'll see you in my next video, which will be talking about the different machines, and I'll talk about them more specifically one by one. So I will see you later next time, guys, and have a great day, and hope everybody is going to start their day very energized and focused.